to check out this guy. This is the podcast where we're guaranteed a super rare in this pull. I'm Emory. My pronouns are they, she, he.
I'm Morg. My pronouns are they, he, and you better collect me soon. I'm a limited event. That's not what they're called. I don't care. I don't play these games.
Hey, I'm Izzy. I'm sounding a little bit different today. Hope that doesn't weird anyone out. I guess you can say that this is a special limited edition, limited time Izzy. My pronouns are she, they, he.
And why did we say all these really stupid sounding things in the intro to our podcast?
Because it's a silly podcast.
So we didn't record last week, but we did hang out and chat a little bit. And we were talking about, like, video games made from our characters. And of course,
No, we were talking about creating like a storyline for a particular set of characters, and we decided that the optimal the optimal format, the optimal type of media for this setting would be a certain type of video game.
For Shithell specifically.
We're making a Shithell gacha.
Yeah, like, there was more to it. Like, I was trying to cover it in a short amount of time rather than accuracy.
Listen, whatever.
Look, the thing was, we were also talking about the other parts of the universe and what type of games they would be.
Yeah.
So the more serious...
I want to talk about Shithell. I want to have a bad time.
Yeah, I just want to say that the more serious side would probably be some sort of, like, action RPG type thing.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, a lot of action RPGs also have a gacha game element to them now. Like,
yeah, and that was part of it.
Like,
or a visual novel. Like that was the other idea. It was that or a visual novel.
I found out, I was like, oh, Kingdom Hearts has a gacha game. Cool.
Okay, so I do want to at least figure out, like, a bare bones type of story for Shithell setting, and then we can sort of figure out how to pile on the gacha bullshit on top of that. Listen, okay, I know people like gacha games, and I'm sounding very disdainful of them. I just don't find it particularly fun. If you like it, good on you, but I'm still gonna make fun of it.
Yeah, I was like, Izzy and Quattro both have... I think Quattro plays Genshin, right?
Yes.
And you play ZZZ.
To me, it's just doing chores so that you can gamble.
Listen. Most gacha games are absolute shit. Most of them are card collection auto battlers. Quattro and
that's what we're making today.
Absolutely yes. But Quattro and I play games that are actual real video games that have a gacha mechanic stapled onto them. I think that's very different.
Fair.
I'm still one of those people. I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of the game and the fact that this is like the thing that happens now.
Yeah. I understand. I didn't want people thinking that, like, I was going and doing fake card gambling or something.
That's fair.
Understandable. You gotta protect your reputation.
That's fair.
Yeah.
In another life, I would have probably done the Kingdom Hearts gacha game, so... That's not this life, but in another life, yes. For sure. Like, I've spent, like, human money on one of those stupid phone games, that Two Dots game. Have you ever heard of that one? Yeah.
No.
No. Well, don't worry about it. But I was like, oh, this is cute. And then I was like, oh, I spent actual human money on this. Cool.
Yeah.
What did I do?
So
on purpose. I wasn't just like accidentally doing this, I should say.
Okay, so I'm going to ask y'all, have either of y'all ever played like a lame, shitty gacha game like we're talking about?
No, not the card ones, no.
No.
I have.
Okay.
So I'm going to say plot-wise, what plot? It is just filler bullshit to get you from point A to point B. There's no real plot.
Great. I think we can work with that.
Yeah, it's mostly you're traveling from this town to this town, and you have to fight between the towns. That's as far as the plot gets. Oh, there are going to be people in the audience that are going to be so mad.
Oh, well.
It's fine. They can die mad, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't be mean to our audience. We have so few of them.
Yeah, but it's fine. You signed up for this episode knowing that it was a shithell episode, so it was going to be a little bit
it's going to be a rowdy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I want to say though, just to help those people out, we're intentionally making it extra shitty because it's shithell.
Ooh, that's right.
That's so true.
So obviously we've got to have a big. Do we have a big cast of playable characters? So that there's a lot of pulls to be made.
Well, your point of view character is, of course, going to be the most generic person in the world.
Oh, I see I see where you're going. Uh-huh.
I don't.
Jeremy Rich main character.
Yeah, so just they may as well be faceless. You probably get to choose whether boy or girl.
Uh-huh.
But there's a good chance that it's only gonna have he pronouns.
Oh, so true. Just like Cyber Sleuth. I love it.
Let's at least do better than that.
I want our game to look like it's poorly translated, even though it's
starts
created natively in English.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the idea that it changes, it uses all pronoun, regardless of who you end up picking, and then you throw in some fucking neo pronouns in there, and people are like, "What the fuck? Wait."
Yes.
God.
Faye, what? Z? Hello? I didn't pick any of this.
Gesundheit?
It's no, that's just a pronoun, you fucking idiot. Because it's gonna be a lot of, probably a lot of the people playing this game are gonna be a lot like Jeremy, they're gonna be
True.
Very, I'm a gamer about it.
If we're creating this game, it's gonna be the game that awakens a lot of new feelings for people.
That's true.
I hope so.
That's true.
It's the game that trans your gender.
So,
but not
so I'm thinking we want to have as many playable characters as possible, so that the audience has to spend a really fucking long time grinding to fill out their roster, or just pay us $400. I don't care.
So there is something that immediately comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
For just common.
Yeah.
So a common card would be the corporate drones.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Idea.
Yeah.
Is this a game made in universe by Shithell?
I don't think so.
I don't-
I think this is made by us to tell the story of Shithell.
I don't think it could be, because I think we're going to include characters from the universe. And while I do think there is a likelihood that Jeremy Rich puts a Jeremy Rich into the game, I think he would try to rename it. And we're like, no, you can't rename this. We're just putting you into the game.
Okay.
I want all of our bad guys, like Jeremy Rich and his tech CEO mom, to be like playable characters in the game. But I also want our guys to be playable characters, you know?
The thing is, in these auto battlers, there are no playable characters.
I see. Then who's battling?
You just have cards, and it'll sit there pretending that it's doing something, and then it tells you whether you won or not.
Oh. Okay.
And then it proceeds to the next battle.
Interesting.
The better ones proceed to the next battle automatically instead of you having to hit a button.
I guess the thing is...
So it doesn't even, like, put a JPEG of your character, like, shooting little tech demo particles.
No, it's typically a bunch of little chibis of the little guys on your cards. Kind of like an old Final Fantasy fight. Typically.
Okay. Well, yeah, when we're seeing those little chibis, I at least want it to make sense that, like... that Peony and Jeremy would be like on the same team for some reason. So maybe I kind of feel like maybe this is a situation where like some cooperation is like required between the groups, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, we at least like need kind of an excuse,
because we need a reason for like people to have rares and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think the way to put it for you, Emory, is Cyber Sleuth. Or Digimon in general. There's the rock, paper, scissors, where you got like three that are rock, paper, scissors, and then 2 that are separate and opposed.
Okay, yeah.
That's fairly typical, so it would make sense to have like 5 factions. And if you have a balanced team, you'll have like a member from each faction. Probably a team of 4 so that you can never have a fully balanced team.
Of course. So what are the 5 factions? I think
Shithell. Or hell.com.
Okay.
I don't remember what the acronym was.
I think like the thing is Oh,
I was thinking it'd be like types, you know, like if it's rock, paper, scissors, it would be like, or like for Digimon, you know, it's like data, virus.
Yeah.
Vaccine.
Yeah, but these tend to be like factions or something. They can also be types. They could be elemental things. I don't know. Like, I thought it would be interesting to have like all the Jeremy Rich and his parents and all of that stuff like all together in one thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which also forces you to only like pick 1 or 2 and have them with others.
Yeah. Okay. What? I think like the issue. I think we maybe want to go like a little more abstract than that, because like the issue we have is like we have our core cast of characters, and then like the Shithell Corporation and associates. So that's only like 2 factions. What I'm thinking is like we maybe have different classes that have these sort of elemental interactions. One of the classes is corporate. One of the classes is streamer. One of the classes is
maybe like
the classes
Max,
is like
the
support staff. which would be like steak and custard.
We've got the mechs.
We've got the mechs. Oh, I love that the mechs are just like
Yeah, have the mechs separate.
Yeah, from the streamers, of course.
Here's the idea. You got your corpos, you got your gamers, and you've got your VTubers.
Ooh, yes.
As the triumvirate, and then on the other two, it's the mechs and the superheroes.
Okay.
Or something else.
I was thinking, how much do we want to involve, like, the other side of this setting, though? I was thinking we could probably keep it just to, like, Shithell.
I don't know.
Superheroes.
Okay,
I was thinking
we're figuring it out.
It could be like superheroes, as in like, more like comic book superheroes instead of superheroes like in the other side of the setting. Like, we can make this kind of a Marvel Snap situation, you know? Like,
right?
That's or we go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, we did talk earlier about also just having like limited time crossovers so that we could bring in our other characters or our friends' characters.
Yes. And that's and Emory was like, oh god, what would a gray pollen Gacha be? Oh no.
It would be good.
It would be good. Unfortunately, it would be good.
Welcome to the dark side, Emory.
Yeah, I hate it here. What's our fifth faction? I'm not fully sold on, like, superheroes.
Neither am I, actually.
What if it was like something to do with like, I don't know if it would make sense as like something to oppose mechs, but like as just like a fifth faction being like unaligned monsters that don't game. Like
casuals.
Casuals.
Oh my god.
Calling them casuals is so funny.
Okay.
I think, oh god, maybe we have two triads.
Oh
god.
Which I only say so that we can have gamers and casuals in the same triad.
Right. I mean, gamers and casuals could be the dyad, and then corpos, mechs, and support staff could be the triad.
I still like having VTubers as a faction.
True.
VTubers can fit under any of the factions, and that's what makes them like kind of special. There's corporate VTubers. Yeah. There's casual just chatting on Twitch, our version of Twitch VTubers that aren't gaming, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe the only one is like mech gets complicated because of how we did the mechs, but that's fine. You can have gamers, casuals, corpos, and support staff.
I think that mech is just that mech is overly complicated. I don't think
Fair enough.
Normally that way.
Okay.
I think they normally only have one person piloting them instead of 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think corpos defeat support staff because bosses will always make your life miserable.
Yes.
I guess support staff has to beat mech because, you know, those mechs,
they'll rust.
You know, they need like they need like their mechanics and pilots and stuff. You know, they and then mechs beat corpos because they cost a whole shit ton of money. and aren't generally good investments.
Look.
And they'll crush them. That's the big part.
Yes. Look, it's probably very easy to convert a mech into a guillotine.
You know?
Hey.
That's true. And then gamers and casuals, that's an obvious dyad.
Yes. Okay. Oh God, I just realized, is anyone writing this down?
I am.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Thank you, Morg.
I'm handwriting it.
Morg.
I'll type it up later, but I'm
All right.
handwriting it. Yeah.
This week, you're the peach.
Okay. Are we going to include that?
Okay, so yeah, we're figuring some things out about like the format. So, what kind of story are we telling with this? I feel like, God, going back to Cyber Sleuth, like maybe there just like are some like unknown glitches and entities showing up in like virtual reality that like kind of all the different factions are kind of like working together to like figure out and solve. Mm-hmm.
Are they crossing over into the real world?
Ooh, maybe.
I think they're like trying to. So they're like trying to somehow get like whatever tech we use to get into the virtual world. If they defeat us, they're gonna like snag it off of us.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna take those fucking toaster headbands. They'll use whatever they can, and you know that includes even the shittiest ones. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm thinking like maybe like early game, these things are just like showing up. We don't know what they are. And somehow they have like the elemental qualities of gamers and corpos and casuals. And we don't know how did they acquire all this data.
Yeah.
And and eventually we learn it's like, oh, there's a rogue AI that's like stealing personal information to like create its own world of streamers.
Great.
Which is a nightmare for everyone, I think.
And then we find out it's not a rogue and that it was the purpose.
Yeah. This is just sounding more and more like real life.
Yeah. And that's why it's, that's why it's good. Write what you know.
Slop. Like, all the glitches just speak in, like, fucking AI voice. Like, you're just, like, whatever slop. There's just, like, pictures of them that look like, Shrimp Jesus. I don't know. You have to fight Shrimp Jesus.
Yeah. Or, anytime they're like forced to answer a question about the world or like have an interaction with one of the characters, it's like they always get things kind of wrong and will sometimes just make up information.
Just like real life.
Just like real life.
That's so funny. Wait, that would kind of be a fun thing to do for like a video game, like in general, is to have like not actually using AI, but just, like, using the quirks of AI to, like, make your bad guys talk that way.
Mm-hmm.
So you only get, like, half information.
Yeah. And, okay, yeah, and I can see this uniting the different factions because, like, obviously the gamers and the casuals are just going to be like, well, this is just like a shit ton of low quality content, and it's like, it's diverting viewers. It's just like making the whole fucking ecosystem worse, and it sucks. And then the corpos are going to be like, we want to like defeat, we want to like, fight these entities and defeat them, but like so that we can, harness these glitches to our own ends and, turn them into something that's profitable for us. So kind of like a rogue faction there, but you know. And then the support staff are like, well, we kind of gotta do what our corpo overlords tell us. We might not love it, but yeah, this is where we are. And then the mechs are just mechs.
Yes.
Yep.
I like the idea of, like, sometimes there's just, like, conversations between whatever, gamer, casual, whatever, and, like, the corpo, and they're just like, why are we fucking working with you? But, like, the corpos, like, try to hide what their actual goal is with them, but they do a bad job because it's funny.
It's, like, I like that it's, like, so fucking obvious to everyone, but just, like, no one, none of the characters in the story, like, acknowledge it. Because it's a poorly written game.
Yes. Real quick. Gamers are participating because it's affecting their ping times.
Exactly.
And casuals are just there.
Casuals are there.
They're there. They don't know what's going on.
Yes. At some point, we have to come up with, like, a roster of casuals for this world, then. Just people who don't play games or do anything really noteworthy.
Also, I do want to remind ourselves and the audience that the mechs are not combat mechs. They dance battle.
Mechs.
They're dance mechs.
Yeah.
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 But I like, there might be like, there might be some moments of if we do like a crossover and we get mechs from like other shit and we're just like forcing Gundams to dance.
God.
Which is pretty good.
If we do the Grey Pollen crossover, then the Grey Pollen version of a mech is just a Grey Titan.
Oh,
so
shit.
they'll have to dance too.
Oh shit.
I say this with as much weariness as I can possibly convey.
Okay. The gacha cards work like real cards. You got your commons, your uncommons, your rares, your super rares, and then your super rares, which are the ones that people spend all their money for.
Jeremy Rich is a common.
I think he's a rare.
Okay.
What are the levels again? I'm sorry.
Just like common, uncommon, rare, super rare, super rare.
Okay, kind of like Magic.
Okay, but there has to be like an alternate outfit, Jeremy Rich, that for some reason is a common.
Yes, there is a common that just doesn't have his name on it, but if you look, you can tell it's him. They just reused the art. The rare version has better stats.
Called something like Rich Kid or something.
Oh yeah. Rich Kid, and then you have Jeremy Rich. Oh, I guess maybe the normal the common one doesn't have the red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is all coming together. I think we're doing it.
I like
this is awful.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like trying to think, because we haven't come up with a lot of the casual stuff yet. That might be something where we have to like take some time, think about just like normal people that live in our world.
I think this game is like only available on Apple Arcade.
Oh no.
No, then I can't play it.
Why would you want to?
Because it's our game and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
We have to give money to ourselves.
Also, if we're making it, I'm sure we backdoored in a way for us to get all the cards.
Yeah, that too.
Ooh, so true.
And it's like really sloppily put together, so like someone who's like good at that kind of stuff probably also figured out how to do it. And we just don't care at the point. We're like, okay, you win, I guess.
Yeah, that happened with the Transformers Gacha.
Yeah, that rocks.
Great.
Except we just don't care. We're like, yeah, all right. You figured it out. Congrats.
Sure.
Oh, see, the thing is, you have a couple people that figure it out, but they're not going to tell anyone else because they want to be top of the leaderboard. So that actually just encourages other people to try to compete with them and wail and give you thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's very evil.
Did you know
It's so evil.
Did you know the biggest whales in the Kingdom Hearts Gacha were in the Kingdom Hearts 3? Technically.
I don't like this.
No. It's bad.
It's bad.
Because people would love to be in a game. And it's like, alright, cool.
If I was going to be in a game, I would not want it to be Kingdom Hearts.
Well, you wouldn't be playing the fucking gacha in the first place. This is for people who like Kingdom Hearts and are also whales, you know?
I understand. It's just, that seems like a very bad universe to live in.
Jeez. I just love Disney. I don't know what to tell you. I know there's like part of me that's like, well, we gotta make all of our characters like super rares or whatever. But it's like, what if... Yeah, like, what if they're different costume versions of them? So, like... There might be like a uncommon version of Ibex who's just like the one that was protesting the race specifically with a sign, the Cybertruck race, and then there's like I don't know, a rarer version that's just like them in their gamer gear or like them like playing Pokemon.
I think that all the super rares are going to be non-canon costume changes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the Peony alt costumes would be. This is tricky.
What if it's like, you just like go into your own closet and you're like, okay, Peony, wear this.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm in pajamas right now. Pajama Peony.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I'm turning that over in my mind and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Peony hasn't had her coffee yet.
Ibex in like a skull dress and you're like not 100% sure how it fits on them because they are just like a moving mass.
Yeah.
But it's still, you know, whatever. That's for the artists to figure out, not me.
I think the like super rare non-canonical Peony has to be Rodeo Peony, and she's dressed like a cowgirl for some reason.
Oh no.
Nice.
I don't know why.
There's like a limited time offer of like not just Rodeo Peony, but like one where she's also like on a horse that looks suspiciously like a My Little Pony horse.
God.
But legally distinct.
Yeah. But legally distinct, yeah. Just like the Pokemon that Ibex is playing is legally distinct. It's Pal World.
I'm this is gonna be very stupid, but
yeah.
Mine was my Fursona, and it's like one of the alts for it is just dead.
Dead.
Because possum.
Yeah. I understand.
Playing dead ass. Oh my god, it's so Pokemon.
Or maybe zombie persona.
Ooh.
Like to where it just fits that theme.
Oh,
That can be like a Halloween event.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Halloween event Peony would definitely be like wearing the jack-o'-lantern on her head, and it's like lit up with her RGB colors.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Ibex. What would I even do? Maybe they're just like, since these are like cards, right? Maybe this card is just like a black card with like 2 pair of glowing eyes. Like kind of
Ooh.
just like, oh, it's really scary Halloween, but it's like, no, this is just the artist being lazy.
Excellent.
What if Ibex's Halloween alt art is like, I didn't dress up this year, but for some reason it's not just his like regular like art, it's Ibex like just like somehow wearing like a t-shirt and jeans.
Wait, that rocks. That's really funny. Dressing, or they're trying to dress up as a regular human being.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they that one's the casual faction.
God.
Casual faction Ibex, yes.
Yeah, some of these have different elemental properties.
That's so funny.
All right, do we want to get into like crossover potential?
Yeah.
Wait, one thing real quick before we do crossovers.
Uh-huh.
Jeremy Rich just with a big bowl of cereal. That's his casual faction alt.
Yeah, uh-huh. I like that.
Now I'm just picturing people like making memes of this where it's Jeremy Rich eating cereal and spitting it out.
God. At some point...
It's Count Chocula.
At some point we're...
God damn it.
At some point we are gonna need artwork of Jeremy Rich just to see what this old fucker looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'll do that eventually.
Oh, but drawing humans, because, you know, he's not a human, but he is, you know?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that sounds like one oddly more for me.
You could both do it, and then we could compare, you know?
True.
Crossover potential.
I mean, since I've already thought of it, I'll just talk about Grey Pollen. The Grey Titans are the max. I think most of the characters would be casuals because, like, I don't think anyone has, like, a lot of working video games in the post-apocalypse, and there's not, like, enough resources to, like, create a big corporate power structure, and, yeah. So I think they release this when everyone is just like, there's not enough casual characters. That faction that class is like so like underpowered right now. It needs support. So yeah, you have all your little Grey Pollen characters. I think like the secret rare of that set is like Catgirl Hellclaw in a maid dress, you know.
Yeah. There also might be like one random gamer card, because this is something we'll have to talk about in a future episode, but when we established our like tabletop game, we did say that someone had like a little phone game or something, like someone just playing Snake on the fucking Nokia or something, and we're like, yeah, that counts as a gamer card, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I do remember saying that Bumbu had repaired a Game Boy for someone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was like the most complicated gaming system.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there has to be like a summer beach alt art of King Shit where she's wearing a swimsuit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Love it.
I think, God, what would be like a funny alt art for Grub? You know what? Maybe it is just like a non-canonical gamer alt art of Grub where he's just like, he looks like some kind of bullshit Vocaloid or something.
Oh my god. Vocaloid bug.
Yeah.
I love that. Or like and what if it was also like a VTuber alter? Because of that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I like that.
VTuber can be any of the factions.
VTuber Grub.
Because I was just thinking, I was like, oh, there should be bug Vocaloids. And I was like, I think there's bug VTubers. And then I led to that.
Yeah, and then you know what? I think the alt art I think the gamer alt art would have to be Vermin, and they're just like looking extremely shabby in like an oversized t-shirt and like fucking terrible bedhead drinking an energy drink, just like eyes glued to their computer screen. This is just like Vermin who hasn't showered because they're too busy playing League.
Oh no. Vermin, just like...
I hate this for Vermin. I don't know why I'm being so mean to them.
You're just like, wow, Vermin, good thing you didn't fucking grow up when League of Legends existed, or you'd be fucked up. But you're fucked up in a different way, it's fine.
I'm quite glad that I've never played League.
Yeah. Seems like a bad one.
It's one of the...
Does.
Funny enough, as far as like those MOBA games go, I think it's probably one of the better ones, but I don't like MOBAs, so that's me being a bit of a hater, maybe. So, but yeah, it's not for me for sure.
Is there a crossover you want to do, Morg?
I know, I was trying to think. If there's one you have in mind, please go for it, but I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe
Y'all know which one I'm gonna pick.
ESO crossover?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a one-track mind.
Oh, since Hard Eyes was the only major character I didn't do an alt art for, I think it's just regular Hard Eyes, but in a different pose. And for some reason, it's the corporate class. Like, wait, what?
What the hell?
Doesn't always have to make sense. So ESO crossover, the uncommon corpo is the rats from the mall.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The more rare version will of course be Francois.
Uh-huh.
We all have ESO characters.
Yeah.
I know.
Vortex is definitely a gamer. We know this about her.
Of mine, Jolene would be the gamer faction one.
I think, like, regular, like, they're just starting off, Treble would be casual. For some reason, they're more like Angel-fied version ends up being put into, like, something random. Like... They're like, whatever, they're big enough to be a mech or something, I don't know. They're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, like, it's fine, don't worry about it. We need more, like, smaller mechs. And I'm like, okay. And then, you know, like, but then they have a separate card for, like, Nightcore, and they're a gamer or something, you know, and it's like, what? It's like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, just so regular types. Xenu would be casual. Gal would be support staff. Bad Harp would be corpo.
I was gonna say Harp would be support staff because she's like the secretary.
I think that Good Heart might be support staff and Bad Heart might be Corpo.
Okay, yeah.
But that's up to Izzy, but...
Yeah. I don't know how to classify Good Harp because the game kind of skipped past and didn't engage with Good Harp.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I think they would just put her in something, and they're like, I don't know, to contrast the bad one, let's put that one in support staff, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Kirby would be Corpo.
I think, like, the penultimate Tinker Vortex would definitely have to be Mech.
Mm-hmm.
I think, probably a lot of ISPS would be put into support staff. Like, especially, you know, I can at least talk about, like, Rhythm and Blues would be support staff, right? And then, you know, maybe, like, early versions of, like, Ronnie and Gamble, but, like, I wouldn't know what to put later ones. That's more of a Dan question, but, you know, just, like, random background ISPS guys could be support staff guys. And then, like, maybe the higher-ups, maybe... If they're like, oh, we don't want just bad corpos, let's put some in there. And it's like, well, they're still kind of bad corpos because they are bosses, but like, okay, sure, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not evil aligned. And then people start getting angry because they talk about evil alignment like that's a real thing in this game, but it's not. And then there's like a kerfuffle over that. Because
I have it on my mind, Apron Xenu is support staff.
Mm-hmm.
They stick late ESO 2 Gal into Corpo because she wears a suit, and they didn't bother learning who the character was.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I like the idea they did that with a lot of the ESO characters. They're just like, oh, I don't know what this Arla character is. She looks nice. Put her in casual. Put her in support. I don't care. Fuck.
I guess some version of Xenu gets stuck in Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets really confusing. The crossovers start to get, like, into, like, hairy territory if they just start to, like, put crossover versions of our fanfic things. Like, they just have a Paper Maria suddenly. God. And they're like, wait, did you ask Nintendo first? And they're like, this is not a Nintendo character, don't worry. God. It's like, are you sure?
Vile the Bat in the gamer class.
Of course.
Yeah, like all the Sonic
or naturally.
OCs.
Yeah.
Like, wait, where? Can we?
We get shut down when they add Shiva.
Who's Shiva?
That's literally just a Digimon. That's just a recolored Maycrackmon.
Oh, Shiva, you're Shiva.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. The one that famously holds up a sign saying "horny okay."
No, I thought the Shiva. I was like, is Shiva the God Vile? No, that's not God Vile. God Vile is just God Vile. That's just Deity Vile. Deity Vile is like, people are kind of irritated because they like end up having to nerf Deity Vile because like they're literally a god, obviously.
Yeah.
But in order to put it in the game, she has to be like way nerfed.
Yeah.
And then other people get mad because they look up the story of Vile the Bat and they're like, this is blasphemy.
God.
Well, Deity Vile is not vile.
Well, they look up the story of Deity Vile is what I meant.
Yeah.
But you're right, yeah.
Gratitude the Falcon. Yeah. What class would that... I mean, Gratitude the Falcon is definitely a casual. Yeah. No question.
Casual is probably also where Animus would be put.
Yeah.
Axe, it depends. Axe could be a gamer. XII, but like they could also be put into something like they could be seen as like some kind of weird, like, yeah, they support demons, support staff or something. Like they're just being really loose with whatever the fuck that means.
Mm-hmm.
At this point. Or they're like, oh yeah, I don't know, they look like they're like the head of hell or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put them as a corpo.
Speaking of hell, awful Jack the Cop is definitely corpo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Speaking of hell, this is hell.com.
Yep.
Yep.
God, anything else we want to cover? Oh, yeah, I think like probably the thing that we should end on, the last thing that we should figure out for this story is do like they try to wrap up the storyline really hastily when the server gets shut down, or does it just go away?
It just goes away.
It just goes
I feel like it's gotta
naturally.
just go away, yeah.
Great, then we don't have to keep figuring out what the story is.
Yeah, they have a message saying we're going down, like they have their typical we're going down for weekly maintenance message, and it just never comes back up.
Great, perfect.
Cool, man.
Yeah, no one knows it's shutting down.
Yeah, like the thing is not like up long enough, or it doesn't get sent out to everyone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Until all the like biggest players of it are like, what the fuck?
They have some sort of subscription service and they don't turn that off. You're still getting charged.
That's so sad.
There's like leaked patch notes for an update that simply never happens.
I thought you were going to say there's leaked passwords, and that's partially why they had to shut down.
There's leaked patch notes, but they never even started making those updates.
It just...
God.
The patch
notes... It's just a lie.
The patch notes just say, like, Herobrine removed, you know? Because someone's a funny gamer.
All right. I think we did a good job today.
I'm not sure.
We did something today.
I think we did an awful job, and that was the point.
Yeah.
All right. Where can we find you?
You can't. No, I'm just kidding. You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Tumblr and Blue Sky. My podcasts are all on like a temporary hiatus, but they do exist. If you want to listen to Sonic Hustle, if you want to listen to 4430, I don't know what else is out there of me. Departure Lounge. No, yeah, so mostly just find Haunting the Morg somewhere.
You can find me on a podcast called We Rate Queerbait, where we explore the blurry line between homie and homo. You can find me on an audio drama pilot called The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine. Season 1 fully funded on Kickstarter, baby! You can also find my Fur Affinity with the username Space Robot, where I haven't posted artwork in a while, even though I actually have some to put there. I don't know, whatever.
Do it. Do it so I can look at it.
You've already seen it. It's mainly just my art fight stuff.
I probably forgot it.
Okay.
Speaking of Fur Affinity, though, I have one of those. It's Fur Affinity username Isadora. And you can find me on our Discord in the show notes. No other social medias, because those are evil and vile, not the good kind like the gamer bat. And at this point, when we publish this, it'll be months ago, but my episode of SCP Research Archives finally came out, and it certainly was something.
It's funny.
So go listen to that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Izzy did a good job with the voice and the acting and the voice acting.
I agree. You can find us on Noisepace, the XYZ, home of good podcasts. You can also find us on our Discord, where we already said, I guess, because that's where you can find Izzy and us, honestly. You can find us on Tumblr at Check Out This Guy. Technically, there's a Blue Sky for Check Out This Guy also. But whoops.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, that's it. Now we can close.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I